So, hello Seun,
Hello.
welcome in Po.
Yeah, man, it's nice to be here in Pole.
You just left the stage and so good energy, so
Yeah, man. Had
very
a
great show.
fucking awesome time, man.
And thanks for this interview. First of all, I would like to talk about family. 4 years ago, your brother performed here in Po.
Wow.
Did he talk about this festival?
Well, I mean, I think we've played too many festivals together. We really don't talk about each one. But it's good to know he's been here. So yeah, man, great.
Okay. So your father was Seun Kuti. He invented the Afrobeat. What's his legacy today for you?
Well, I think my father's legacy still remains the ultimate message of Afrobeat music, and the ultimate message of Afrobeat music is the emancipation of the human mind, the ability for people to speak their minds. And I think this has inspired the world, So today, the legacy of Afrobeat is in its global influence. I always tell people, even if my brother and I no longer exist today, Afrobeat will still continue because so many great bands playing the music, believing in the message, and carrying the torch, So yeah.
Okay, and what's your personal contribution to this music style?
For me, I don't dwell in the ego of creation of what I've accomplished or what I'm doing for. The music always does for me. I never do for the music. I think if my fans believe that my music touches them and I'm able to change lives, that's good enough for me. I never see my music from a personal accomplishment point of view. So I don't know what I've done, what I've added to the music, but I'm sure I've added to the message.
Okay. And except your family, what are your current major influences?
Well, there are so many things. I mean, the situation of indigenous people all over the world is my ultimate influence. When I research, investigate how indigenous people all over the world live today, including my people, that is basically the ultimate influence for me. I'm influenced by my daughter. I'm influenced by the love she has for the world, for humanity. I mean, So for me, yeah, those two things really influence me more than anything else, even more than music. I think it is the influence of the situation of indigenous people all over the world and the love of my daughter that drives me right now.
Okay. You provide us good energy on stage while you were on stage. So, what are your feelings when you're on stage?
Well, I don't know, man. People always tell me, "Oh, Seun, you're so different on stage," but I don't know. I think maybe it's the music. I feel I'm fueled by the message, as I said. The message that I have to give to the people. A message that contrasts the elitist narrative that destroys humanity and nature. And I think that is what gives me the energy that I have. I mean, nothing more, nothing else.
Okay. For Black Times, Carlos Santana played with you. What artists would you like to play with?
Oh, well, on this album, I did not even plan to play with Carlos. I was hoping I'd play with other musicians, and it happened it was the greatest musician that played with me. So after that, I decided, I have to leave everything to the ancestors. I have to leave everything to the energy that controls nature, that controls our universe. Because sometimes the plan you have for yourself is smaller than the plan that is meant for you. For Black Times, if I'd gone with the artist that I had in mind, I wouldn't have had Carlos. But the universe wanted Carlos to be. So for me, I stopped. I don't plan anymore. I don't want to be with anybody. I want the music, I want the universe, I want the energy of humanity, of nature to lead me to my projects. Because Carlos being on my record was really not planned. And when I tell people it's not planned, they don't believe. It was not planned at all. And when it was going to happen, it took less than 3 weeks to happen. So
it was a gift.
Yeah, complete.
Okay. Great. There are some political messages into your songs.
A lot of, not some. A lot.
What would be your dreams for Nigeria and Africa?
It's the African dream. for us as motherland people to create a new system out of capitalism, you know, out of neoliberalism, but a new system of Pan-Africanism built in Pan-Africanist economic systems based on scientific socialism, as preached by the founding fathers of Africa, for the emancipation of the black people, for the coherence of our identity. You know, black people treat Africanness as a ceremony. They are only Africans during the holidays. Everybody want to be French, British, Spanish, any other thing apart from African. Being African is no longer enough. So for me, it is necessary that we are all Africans all the time. And I wish all the I supported the French team from the first day of the World Cup because I know Nigeria would not win. Yeah, it's not because we are not talented enough, but it's politics, trust me. So the next African team that could win was France, and I supported France. But I said to my friends that I would have preferred if all the African players in the French team dressed in African attire yesterday when they went to the Palais, Élysée Palace. But they all dressed like Frenchmen, you know, with their suit and their tie and their shades and look all fly. So for me, it is important that we understand our Africanness. This is my ultimate goal. That is no longer an identity that we only embrace during the holidays or when the system says it's okay. The identity of the African has to be our primary identity at all times. It's important because, you know, our identity is criminalized. So it's difficult for young people to want to embrace a criminalized identity. Every black man is a suspect, you know, we are savages, we are uncivilized. So people don't want to be these things. But for me, there's pride in being who we are because these narratives are constructed by imperialist system, an imperialist system that looks to oppress and subjugate motherland people. So we have to find pride in who we are and be happy to be Africans all the time. Being African has to be enough.
That's great. Thank you. And we got a gimmick for these interviews. we ask people to sing a few seconds of your favorite song.
On my album?
Well, whatever you want.
Okay, I'll sing a song from my album, African Dreams, and it goes, I'll sing the chorus, the hook. Too many of me youths lost the television, chasing the American dream. Tell me who they dream for Africa. Too many of me youths believe in the hype, living in a stereotype. Hanana, live for Africa. Too many of me youths lost the television, chasing the American dream. Tell me who they dream for Africa. Too many of me youths believe in the hype, living in a stereotype. Tell me who they live for Africa. Tell me now.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.